Welcome back to the channel. Listen to that idle, the cold idle. Today we're doing the 1 year ownership. It's been a little over a year with my Z now. It's definitely been an interesting year. This is my first sports car, and oh my goodness, there's so many things to talk about. Oh dude, it is so hot, and it's not even that hot. It's only like 70, 80 some degrees, but frick's sake, it's a little toasty. And my God, does the seat sound good? Oh man, that never gets old. I love this car so much, bro. It's so fun. My favorite part. So good, dude. Alright, we got another tunnel coming up, so you already know what we gotta do, lady. It's a small one though, so we can't do a whole lot. We're in a parking garage, and I just realized that a parking garage is basically just a big tunnel. You can't go too crazy, but yes. All right, so this is my 2013 7-speed automatic 370Z. It's been about a year so far owning it. This has been probably one of the greatest automotive experiences I've ever had. There was some things to get adjusted to, but overall, just off the rip, simple rating for those of you that are gonna click away from the video, I'd give it 8.5 Whoopi Goldbergs out of 10. I'll go more into why I gave it that rating later. We'll start off real quick with the pros. Obviously it's a sports car. It's amazingly fun to drive. Just the looks, the fact that it's different. There's not a whole lot of Z's in my area. I come from the Midwest, Michigan area, so there's not that many Z's. There's a decent amount, but not that many. As opposed to like Chargers, Hellcats, Challengers, to see those everywhere you go. Like in this parking garage, I just passed like 3 Hellcats and a couple Scats. For the most part, I'm constantly gassing it, constantly, revving it in tunnels, gassing it when I can, when it's legal, obviously. Taking it to Mexico, testing it out, all that good stuff. The engine has held up phenomenally. I haven't had a single issue. The car has only been broken down once, and it wasn't the car's fault either. I had a rim crack in half. Apparently, I drove, there's a particular street in Michigan in the area I live in. You drive down the street, the potholes are awful. Michigan roads are awful in general, but there's a couple roads that are specifically like extra awful. Other than that, yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of performance mods to it. 10 likes on the video, that's all I'm asking for, and I'll do 2 different mod lists for the Z, performance mods and cosmetic mods as well. I'd say around horsepower right now. I'm not tuned, so I'm sitting around like 310, maybe 320 on a good day. So it's not a whole lot of horsepower. The VQ engine is only rated for like 400 safely on the stock block and everything. For what the car weighs and what the car is, that's a pretty healthy number. I love it. Driving to the grocery store, driving to the gas station down the street to get some snacks is fun. It's phenomenal. I get looks everywhere I go. I get random compliments. Now those are the pros. Obviously the cons to owning the car, definitely say that it's lacking a little bit in power. I would like a little more, obviously, because once you get hooked on it, now you want more, of course. But other than that, I'd say I wouldn't really call it a con. A lot of people get I've seen people get physically upset because it's an automatic. I daily drive this car. If I'm in the week, I'm probably driving this back and forth to work, and then when I'm running errands and stuff, I'm driving my daily. So this car gets driven every day. It's a daily driver. I sit in traffic quite often, so I went against getting a manual just for my own convenience and stuff. It does have a manual mode. Obviously that's not going to do any justice as opposed to actually having a manual, but I get the experience. I'd say 60 to 70% of the same thrill that manual drivers get. Do I wish I would have gotten a manual? Not really, no. All of my dream cars that are currently on my list that are within my reach are automatics. Should I ever have the power to buy a supercar, most of those, if not all of those, are going to be automatics. It's fun for me to drive regardless of whether it's automatic or not. Yeah, the only other con that you kind of get used to is the visibility. If you look inside, like the way the car is set up on the interior, here, I'll close the door just to show it. So this is from a driver's seat perspective, a little sitting up obviously. If I look to the left, that's my mirror right there. And if I look to the right over here, that's the driver's side, or passenger side mirror rather. Then I have my mirror right here. But if I'm looking at my blind spot, if I didn't have those little blind spot mirrors on there, I'd be pretty screwed. Because if you look behind here, this is a direct view of how I would see it. You can't really see anything past this pillar right here. Same thing on the passenger side. I can't see anything in that area. So whenever I'm driving it, I do have to be very careful. You should be careful no matter what you're driving and no matter how good you can see, because you have to drive for other people and drive defensively. And I definitely have done some ignorant things in this car. I try not to, just because I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to put anyone else at risk. So, and I definitely don't want to crash my car because I'd cry. I bought the car through Carvana. Not the best decision on my part. I definitely feel like I paid more than I had to for it. If I could go back and do it again, I would probably try to find the car elsewhere. I did it through Carvana for a couple reasons. I got the experience of having a car delivered. That was amazing. At the time, I believed Carvana to have really good cars and everything, which I lucked out. I haven't had any issues with my vehicle, but I also do all my own maintenance. I take care of it. I've swapped out some engine parts. Not that that matters that much, but I've heard some horror stories of people, their cars getting delivered and then being all messed up, or they get the car and it breaks down within like a week of owning it. So I think I lucked out. Obviously the type of car I'm buying, I think, is different than a normal car. Overall, owning the Z has been, it's just such a good experience, and you can always see it on my face. Like even in those first clips of me just driving in, gassing at the tunnels, it is such an amazing experience, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. That's been my year with the 370Z. It's an amazing experience. I definitely would recommend the Z to anyone looking at buying their first sports car. It's one of the most reliable cars you can get, as long as you treat it right, because there are people that buy Zs and beat the crap out of them. As long as you take care of it, it is an amazing car. And just, like, look at how it looks, bro. Like, I know I did like the cinematic shots and everything, but like, look at this, bro. This car is so beautiful. It's so unique. It's so good. Like the way the body lines are set up and everything. Like I said, 10 likes and I'll do 2 mod review videos to show all the mods that I have done to the car. If you have any questions about Z ownership and everything like that, drop it in a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the love that my channel's been getting lately. I hope you all have a super day. Drink water, make good decisions. Stay blessed. Everybody be safe. I'll see you in the next video. Not too much. I don't want to be disrespectful, but my God, I love this car.